cleaning up heel?
Oh yeah. Good boy.
Nice work.
All right.
He's really making him work. He's saying every time you create a gap, the pressure's gonna turn on. So if he wants to keep the pressure off, he's got to keep that gap nice and tight.
See this?
Yeah, and he's going to create movements where if he's not paying attention, the gap is created, pressure turns on. So it's sort of, it teaches Orion to really, he has to give 100%. If he's not giving 100%, he'll make a mistake and the pressure will turn on.
Good. And I'm giving him 100%.
Absolutely.
And his owners are giving him 100%.
Yep. He has to try.
And you know why he doesn't want to? Because his biggest problem is that he feels entitled for everybody else to do for him and to do, so he feels, kind of better than everybody else.
Yeah, and if he's not earning anything, why am I even going to try? Let's not forget about all the food, all the treats, all the comforts we provide him.
He can jump all over you. He can jump on your kids. He can jump on your neighbor. He can get on your counter. He can run away from you. He can
demand bark.
So basically, he's saying, I'm up here on the hierarchy, and now that I got a taste of being a king, it's harder for me to shift. Yeah. It's really entitlement. They feel entitled to these privileges that you should earn by being maybe the leader, right? So, but look, now this is a following exercise where I'm leading, he's following. Whenever the brain says, I don't want to follow you anymore, quite literally in this sense, there's a correction. And then he has to come back and follow.
Nice.
Look at the brain. He says, I don't want to follow direction. So that's why I love heel for a leadership exercise.
Yes, it's a mentality.
It sure is. And you get so many opportunities to say, stop doing what you're doing, do this. And then by the end of the walk, the dog's looking at you differently.
Yep. Yep.
Good. But, good. He's a smart guy.
Oh, yeah. It's not lack of knowledge. It's lack of commitment.
Yeah. And what we used to call that back in the day is lack of respect.
Yes.
But that one hits, that
feed
hurts.
Feed me, pet me, but I'm not going to listen to you.
Yeah. I trust you, but I'm not going to listen to you.
And in this case, you guys are like, oh, are you using rewards? Oh, the reward is the exercise is over.
Yeah, and also me praising and giving affection, right? He's not working for food, and we're not doing that because if we do that, we're saying all these situations are for a chance for you to earn something. It's all about you. Oh, look, people are coming down the street. It's all about you. How are you doing?
It also gives them an option.
It gives them an option.
What if I don't want the food?
Our commands and the way we do it is saying none of the environment's for you. Stay passive. That's not for you. And if you can go into this mindset where it's not for me, then that's where I say that's where you're good.
Boy.
Right?
And the irony is, then he gets to go everywhere with you.
Yeah, and the irony also is that they become their best versions.
Absolutely.
But you're not, so the reason why we're talking about this is because that is contributing to the dog's mentality, right?
Absolutely.
The dog's belief of where he is in the pack. He's up here. It's more morals on the person. But we dodge around it, right? Because he knows, so if he knows all these things, we hold him accountable how, where, when, and why. It all comes down to, are you getting annoyed? Mm-hmm. Is your house under control? Does that bother you? Now listen, if you like your dog running all over the place and not listening, and it's okay because it's just a dog, that is what creates a dog who doesn't listen. And those dogs get hit by cars, they get sprayed by skunks, they run away, they eat shit off the counter, they chew your shoe, and it all under the influence of a human who doesn't choose to take leader. Leader says, if I say no, you stop. If you don't, there's consequences you will want to avoid tomorrow. And then they don't do it anymore, right? So if I'm sitting here, here's a good example. If I say hi to him, and he comes up to me and throws himself on me, I'm his toy. I'm at least his equal or under, right? The only time he's allowed to throw himself on me is if I say, come here, throw yourself on me, get up here, right? He shouldn't just, when your dog, a lot of people, when the dog sees them, they jump all over him, all of that. My dog doesn't jump all over me. Do my dog, they jump on me? They're not gonna jump on me. No. Right? Because that gets corrected because I prioritize my position as leader over top of mushy friend love stuff. I want that leadership first, and then when I know that's in place, right? So if he would jump on me, I'd correct him. If he sits,
good boy.
And he's gonna be a happier dog.
Oh yeah.
That's the thing, is that he seems happy in that moment where he's going crazy, but he's actually just anxiety. So, good. Stay. So you can see how if we say to people, I'm not knocking this because it's all right, but if you hold a dog accountable for what they know, it's going to fall apart. People are still going to be like, I don't know what to do, because it really comes down to, do you see this as a problem or not? I really find most people don't see the little things as a problem, but then they want the big things. I want them to listen to me when all my friends are over, but I don't really care if he doesn't listen to me when I'm home alone and stuff. And it's like that temperament, or that I don't know.
Yeah. Mindset.
Yeah. That will create that type of dog every time. It'll make a kind of the worst version of the dog. This is a nice dog, so he's going to become the worst version, which is just, I don't listen.
Jumping, pulling,
if it's
barking,
more serious of a dog,
biting.
you're gonna think, otherwise. So it's been said so many times over and over and over and over again by many trainers that we need to give our dogs tough love. That means they are going to get punishments for when they cross these certain lines, and these lines are there so that we never have a big mess. Nobody gets hit by a car, into a dog fight, getting, sprayed by skunks, chasing wildlife, whatever, jumping on your guests. Stay. If you don't stay, we have a problem. If you don't, come. If you don't come, we have a problem. If I say no, I've said this so many times, but the easiest way is, if you say do, then do. And that's what Julie said. For the things they already know. We're not going to ask them to do a cartwheel. Doesn't know it. Probably, I don't know if dogs can do cartwheels. Maybe. But we're also going to, if we say no, I mean once, and he doesn't listen, it's a correction. It's not no 5 times and then, and then some mild correction. It's no, he doesn't listen, correction. So it's 1-1. I said no, what are you going to do? Not listen, correction. Now I'll ask again. You don't listen, firmer correction, right? 3rd time, you're going to listen. Tomorrow, you're going to remember that lesson. You're going to get ahead of it. You're going to listen the 1st time. And then they'll say, that's how I get along with this human. This human's taken the lead. We can't treat him like a pet. We have to treat him like a companion. All right? That means we hold him accountable. He's a right-hand man. We're proud of him. That's our main, you want to know the main reward? Inclusion.
Pride.
You got it. I was getting this still from me.
He's standing.
Inclusion into your life, and pride for being your right-hand man, which is a dog who's under your influence. Good.
No, that's some dog whispering right there.
Right. But that's just, the shush is just a sound of disagreement. I disagree with what he's doing, so he adjusts, and then I say, good, I like your adjustment. Right? It just happens to be the commands that they fall back on. Good, now I was going to ask him the DOWN. Orion, down. Very good.
Beautiful.
Very good. Orion, break.
Nice work, buddy!
That's amazing. It's amazing.